Hello, friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I will be returning very soon to continue reading from my debut memoir, Dark World Light Work. But I just wanted to take a moment to stop and talk a little bit about the characters in the book and how I handled their identity. As you may know, the book that I have written, Dark World Light Work, is a memoir. So that means that everyone in it is not only a kind of character in a book, but they are also a real human being. So in the case of my immediate family, like my grandmother and my dad, I just used their real names. In the case of my extended family, I basically just used their place in my life, like cousin, aunt, sister. When somebody was really cool to me and I thought that and I knew that they wanted to be commemorated in the book, I kept their name the same. If somebody was cool to me and I felt like they didn't want to be commemorated, I changed their name. In the case of people like Tim from the last chapter that I read, I honestly don't remember his name. I think it might have been Tim, but I really can't remember. That was a crazy time and I only had a very brief interaction with him. So I made up a name sometimes because I couldn't remember somebody's name. And then in the case of the bad guys, I definitely changed their names and I changed it to something as derogatory and funny as I possibly could. And then in the case of the bad guys that are actually popular people that might be well known, I did the same thing. I changed their name and I made it something silly like Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And the reason I bring all of this up is because of people like that. Like for instance, I made a post a couple of days ago about the actor, not the actor. He's the football player Tom Brady. Anything that I said in that post about that guy, or any post about anybody or in my book, I would say it to their face. I actually would rather say it to their face because I am a confrontational person. And I would never say anything about anybody that I would not directly address to them. Now, let's say, for instance, Tom Brady saw that post and he didn't like it. He would have to then come say something to my face about it. He could not ask his boss to ask his friend to ask somebody in my town to come and mess with me. That is the problem with the people who are famous or celebrities. They think that they are not human anymore. And they think that they're above the law. They think they're above reproach. They think that they're better than everybody else. And they think that a group of people around them can protect them. Well, they can't. Not from me, at the very least. And if anybody from my family to the president has a problem with what I've said about them, they can come address it to me personally. And if they can't get anywhere near me because they don't have the spiritual clout, then they know exactly who all of us are. And that is all I have to say about that. Moving on, I wanted to show you another totem that I found yesterday after the video that I made, Clementine and I went on our walk, and we found this little guy. Isn't it the cutest little thing? It is a star. It was in the gutter, but it is perfectly clean, and it's also a rattle. I just think that's so cute. Anyway, that is my update for today, and I will be back very soon to read from the next few chapters of Dark World Light Work. Love you.